with Enlightenment Academy. Today I'm standing on the tallest building in Spokane, Washington. I served 4 years of active duty on the guided missile destroyer USS McFall out of Virginia. During that time I spent 2 deployments to Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. I'd like to tell you a quick story. I was speaking with a friend of mine about world travel and I said, "Oh, I've traveled the world." She said, "How so?" And I said, "I was in the military." She responded, "I'm really disappointed to hear that. I don't believe in the military. All they do is go around the world and kill people." Okay, that is a lot to unravel. Of course, my immediate emotion was frustration, bordering anger. I'm thinking, you're just going to tell me that you're disappointed in a major life decision I made, one that I'm extremely proud of? I'll talk about my response in a moment, but first I want to say why I'm telling you this story. It's Memorial Day weekend, which means if you spend any time on social media, you're probably going to see posts of people tweeting disrespectful statements about the military or videos with people on anti-service member rants. If you're in that situation, whether it's online or in person, I would like to give you some encouragement. First, understand American history and understand individual American rights. If you live in the United States of America in the early 21st century, you're able to choose your own religion independent of government intervention. Out of the billions of people who have ever lived, you actually have a great opportunity to pursue an occupation that you're passionate about. You have the option to legally homeschool your students. You can speak out against political figures without fear of being relocated to an internment or a concentration camp or simply disappearing. The US is far from perfect, of course it is, but it's notably different than the oppressive regimes that have existed and continue to exist in the modern world. It's also incredibly important to note a benefit of living in the US is the ability to legally speak out against things that you don't agree with, including the actions of the military. The following statements may seem counterintuitive. I, as a veteran, strongly disagree with statements against military members, but strongly agree with Americans' right to have those opinions and to make them heard. The armed forces is a major variable in keeping American values such as the freedom of speech in existence. A clear-minded and unemotional understanding of this perspective gives you an upper hand in the arguments, which leads me to my next point: don't argue. Social media fights are very public and very pointless. Public arguments are very corroding to you and the people around you. If you see a video filled with anti-Memorial Day rhetoric, just move on. That video is just there to get a rise out of you. If you are deeply compelled to speak, let Colossians 4:6 be a guide. Let your speech be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. If you're having a conversation in person and he or she says, "Military just travels the world and kills people," let me provide some encouragement to you that a coworker provided to me. If you're in conflict with someone, bear in mind that you don't know what's happening in their life. Maybe he's going through a very difficult time, he's got a lot of built-up anger, and he desperately needs an outlet. And then here you come strolling along with a different opinion. You feel righteous in your opinion, and he's just needing an outlet. So don't argue, because, and this is my third and final point, your child is watching. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and she absorbs and then exhibits as her own my words, my actions, my emotions. My likes are her likes, my dislikes are her dislikes. The way I react to frustrating situations, conflict with others, disparaging situations becomes her handbook on how to deal with similar situations. So back to the story at the beginning of the video. My friend told me that she was disappointed in the fact that I had served. I didn't go into a history lesson, and I didn't argue, I just moved on. She had a deep-seated opinion that I did not understand, but am I willing to corrode our relationship just so that I can make a point? Anti-Memorial Day opinions, tweets, and videos are from an extreme minority, using social media to disproportionately make their voices heard. And that is part of the package of living in America. It's not perfect, but citizens have the right to voice their opinion, and that is a very good thing. Proverbs 22:6 directs parents to start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. With that in mind, you can honor those who have passed on the line of duty by taking these extreme differing opinions and using them as an opportunity to teach your children why you don't agree with those opinions and how wonderful it is that we can voice our opinions in America. Thank you for watching.